We're almost to that point where the main contest starts. We have our second and final documentary that we will see briefly on the screens. This would capture the journey of the 2022 edition of the National Science and Math Quiz.
The onward march toward the coveted finals of the 2022 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz started with 485 senior high schools competing at the regional level, out of which 117 schools progressed to the preliminary stage of the national championship. This comprised 108 winners and 9 top runners up from the regional qualifiers. These schools fought passionately for spots at the 1/8 stage of the competition, where they were joined by the 27 seeded schools. In fierce contest typified by a mixture of pleasant memories and heartbreaks, many were left behind. Yet, PREMPEH College, Presbyterian Boys Secondary School and Adisadel College marched on, win after win, to make it to the grand finale. All 3 finalists have fought a good fight. Nonetheless, only one will be crowned champions of the 2022 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz.
And B is 1.
How did you know?
Following 3 successive NSMQ final appearances, the 6-time champions, Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, entered the contest at the 1/8 stage as a finalist from the 2021 edition and as the Greater Accra Regional Champions. With a slow start at the 1/8 stage, they faced the Santiman Senior High School and Shama SHS, where they progressed into the quarterfinals, having resisted a good fight from Santiman Senior High School. The Christian gentlemen did their homework and came back stronger with a masterful performance in a thrilling contest against Accra Academy and Pope John Seminary Senior High School at the quarterfinals. Their commanding semi-final presence sent chills down the spine of all other competitors. They successfully warded off very stiff competition from St. James Seminary Senior High School to book their 4th successive place at the finals, a feat only themselves and Adisadel College can boast of. PREMPEH College's first defense of the 2021 trophy started at the 1/8 stage when the seniors faced the determined St. Thomas Aquinas Senior High School, who came into the 1/8 stage with the highest score in the competition so far. However, that did not scare the 5-time champions, who were on a mission to equal 2 records held by Presec Legon, a 6th championship title and a successful title defense. At the quarterfinals, many anticipated a good fight from Mauli School. All the same, it was Ebri Presby Senior High Technical School who gave the champions a hard time. Yet, the resilient Amanfo sailed through to the semi-finals.
That's the end of the second round.
They entered the semi-final stage to meet yet another Presby school in a thrilling contest involving Presby SHS Abetifi and 2-time champions Infantipim School. In this close contest, it was Presby SHS Abetifi that gave PREMPEH College an unyielding contest, but that could not stop the champions either. In their final quest to keep the trophy they won in 2021, the reigning champions meet yet another Presby school, Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, Legon, and Adisadel College in the finals. Would they be able to repel the heat that the Christian gentlemen from Presec and the Santa Clausians from Adisco would bring into the final? Adisadel College, the 2016 champions, commenced their journey to the NSMQ 2022 finals at the 1/8 stage as one of the 27 seeded schools, having reached the quarterfinals in 2021.
The autonomic nervous system.
Okay, that's correct.
Focused on a possible second national championship title, Adisadel College could not be stopped by Koforidua Secondary Technical School and Achirinsua Senior High School. The Zebra Boys grazed their way into the semi-finals after an impressive performance over Asin State College and Swedro Senior High School in the quarterfinals. The semi-finals came with a greater challenge posed by Opokuwari School and St. Augustine's College. Nonetheless, the Santa Clausians demonstrated why they, until this past weekend, held the impressive record of 4 successive final appearances with an electrifying performance over their counterparts. What a resounding victory that was.
Regular octahedron.
Yes. A regular octahedron.
Adisadel College, having been driven by passion and exemplary academic prowess into the finals, it is assumed that no one can stop them now. The battle line is drawn. Who wins the NSMQ 2022 trophy? The 2022 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absa Bank and supported by Joy News, Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Airtel Tigo, Dano Milk, Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, Newmont's Ghana, Puma Drinks, Academic City University College, Accra College of Medicine, Zipline, YFM, and Studio HD. This is a primetime production.
Can we please put our hands together for all the contestants for this year? And so is it going to be 7 times for Presbyterian Boys Secondary School? Or is it going to be a record equaling 6 times for PREMPEH College? Or is it going to be the 2nd time champion for Adisadel College? So it's almost time to bring our contestants and our quiz mistress onto the stage. Whilst they make their way to the main stage, we'd like to give you a final dose of inspiration to our contestant finalists in this year's finale by running through our 15 categories of prizes that are up for grasp today. Some have, of course, already been earned and will be presented after the winners have been declared. And so starting from the special awards category, we have the Dr. Kweku Mensah Bonsu Award for the most impressive run. This award goes to the less endowed school that has gone the farthest in this year's competition, or the less endowed school that has caused the biggest upset in the competition. And this is an award of 7,000 Ghana cedis that goes to the students of that particular school. And then we have the Jacob and Elizabeth Banfo Memorial Award for the most impressive run. This award is for the teachers of the less endowed school that goes the farthest or that causes the biggest upset. That is the teachers of those who win the Dr. Kweku Mensah Bonsu Award for the most impressive run. Now that award is 10,000 Ghana cedis to the teachers of that particular less endowed school. And then we have the Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu Award for the most outstanding female contestant. This is sponsored by Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu, a justice of the Supreme Court of Ghana, and it is worth 5,000 Ghana cedis to the most outstanding female contestant in this year's competition. And then we have the Professor Marian Irama Ade Award for the best team. This is an award of 5,000 Ghana cedis that is sponsored by Mr. Bubune Adi. He was a member of the 1999 championship team for the NSMQ. 5,000 Ghana cedis goes to that particular school. Then we have the Newmont Ghana Golden Journey Award for the best performing less endowed school. That is an award of 20,000 Ghana cedis that is sponsored by Newmont Ghana, which goes to the best performing less endowed school. We then have the Dano Inner Strength Award, which is also 5,000 Ghana cedis worth of Dano products for the less endowed school that has gone the farthest in this year's competition. And then we have a 4 weeks educational experience by Zipline Academy. This is offered to the contestants and they will receive practical training on all of Zipline's operations. This goes to the final contestants in the finale today. So those are the list of the special awards for this year's competition. We continue in the next category of awards. We have the Absa Bank Money Zone Award. Contestants and teachers have earned cash awards for each point that they have made since the quarterfinals all the way through to the end of the grand finale. Every point is worth 25 Ghana cedis. And so the total value of points in cash will be received by each of the 3 contestants and their teachers. This is the Absa Bank Money Zone Award. Then we have the Goyle Riddle Bonanza. This is sponsored, of course, by Goyle. The contestants and their teachers will receive 4,000 Ghana cedis if all 4 questions in the riddle segment are answered correctly. They will also receive 3,200 Ghana cedis if 3 questions in the riddle round are answered correctly. That is the Goyle Riddle Bonanza sponsored by Goyle. We then have the Prudential Life Insurance NSMQ Star Award, sponsored, of course, by Prudential Life Insurance Ghana. Now, a team wins this award if they attain a perfect score of 10 out of 10 in the 3rd round, which is also known as the problem of the day. And that award is worth 4,000 Ghana cedis. That is the Prudential Life Insurance NSMQ Star Award, sponsored by Prudential Life Insurance Ghana. We then have the Airtel Tigo Highest Scorer Award. I'm entitled to 1 bar today. We have the Airtel Tigo Highest Scorer Award, sponsored, of course, by Airtel Tigo. Now, Airtel Tigo is rewarding the highest scorer of the day from the preliminary stage all the way through with 10,000 Ghana cedis. 10,000 Ghana cedis. That's the Airtel Tigo Highest Scorer Award, sponsored by Airtel Tigo. Now we come to the academic scholarships. Academic City College has a package of scholarships to some of our finalists. First off, we have a $40,000 full undergraduate scholarship. This covers full tuition, housing, and meals plan fees for the duration of the 4-year enrolled degree program. So $40,000 goes to one of our finalists as part of the Academic City College sponsorship package. We then have the Accra College of Medicine scholarship package. Now this is $75,000 sponsorship. Full tuition scholarship covering all 6 years, in which this particular recipient will be with Academic College of Medicine. $75,000 in full scholarship. And then we have the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation offering five scholarships to 5 outstanding contestants to the study of science-related programs in the University of Ghana. 5 scholarships to 5 outstanding contestants to study science-related programs at the University of Ghana. That is from the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation. And so those are our scholarship packages to our winners today. And then we have the ultimate prizes. Starting from the 3rd prize. The 3rd prize is a total package of 35,000 Ghana cedis. This goes to the school that comes out 3rd place in the grand finale. The breakdown of this award is as follows. 15,000 Ghana cedis goes to the school itself. 15,000 Ghana cedis goes to the school, and this is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service. 10,000 Ghana cedis goes to the team of contestants. 10,000 Ghana cedis to the team of contestants, and that is sponsored by ABSA Bank. And then another 10,000 Ghana cedis goes to the teachers of the third placed school, and that is also sponsored by ABSA Bank. And so a total of 35,000 Ghana cedis to the school that comes out as third place in the finale. The second place prize package is a total of 50,000 Ghana cedis. The breakdown for the 50,000 Ghana cedis is as follows. 20,000 Ghana cedis goes to the school, and this is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service. 15,000 Ghana cedis goes to the team of contestants, sponsored by ABSA Bank. 15,000 Ghana cedis to the team of contestants, sponsored by ABSA Bank, and another 15,000 to the team of teachers, also sponsored by ABSA Bank. That's a total of 50,000 cedis to the second place school. And to the ultimate winners. The winners of the 2022 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz will receive a total prize package of 70,000 Ghana cedis. The breakdown is as follows. 30,000 Ghana cedis sponsored by Ghana Education Service goes to the school itself. 20,000 Ghana cedis sponsored by ABSA Bank goes to the team of contestants, and another 20,000 Ghana cedis to the team of teachers, also sponsored by ABSA Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together in a significant way in honor of our sponsors, our partners, for their kind generosity? You can do it louder. You can do it louder. You can do it louder. Thank you so very much. And so it's time for me to take a bow at this point in time as we get ready for the grand finale itself. And so, presenting to you the much beloved quiz mistress, ladies and gentlemen, lovers of education, science, and math, can we put our hands together as we welcome our quiz mistress, Professor Elsie Ifa Kaufman, to introduce our students and contestants.
It is my absolute pleasure and honor to welcome you to the grand finale of the 2022 National Science and Math Quiz. Yes. We are finally here. We are also at the final stage of the Absa Bank Money Zone. What this means is that each point earned is worth 25 Ghana cedis to each member of the team. That is, each of the 3 contestants and their teacher. Yes. As you know, the contesting schools are PREMPEH College, Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, and Adisadel College. Before we meet the contestants, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absa Bank and supported by Joy News, GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Airtel Tigo, GNPC, Dano Milk, Newmont Ghana, Academic City University College, Accra College of Medicine, Puma Drinks, Zipline, Studio HD, and YFM. My name is Elsie Kaufman. I am an associate professor of biomedical engineering at the University of Ghana and also the Dean of the School of Engineering Sciences, University of Ghana. Thank you. Now let's meet the contestants. Adisadel College. Adisadel College is represented by You are most welcome, gentlemen. How are you this time? All right, I was provided some information about you. This is your 6th appearance at the grand finale. You are back to the finals after a 2-year break, and you are hoping for your 2nd trophy. Good. You are also the Central Regional Champions. Okay. This must be great, and I see that you have a lot of support behind you. Any shout-outs? All right. What does a win mean to you? What will a win mean to you? Okay, so if you get a 2nd trophy, will you write another book?
Hopefully.
Okay, best wishes to you.
Thank you.
Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. Secondary School is represented by
Alfred Kenisian, final year.
Anything crying John, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And how are you?
We are blessed and highly favored.
Great. Now something about you that I have been given. This is Presec's 11th appearance at the grand finale, and you have 6 trophies already. You hold on to that very dearly. Is that so? Okay, good. So you have also equaled the Adisadel College record of 4 successive final appearances, and you are the current Greater Accra Regional Champions. Yes? Okay. Now, after missing out on the trophy last year, you Christian gentlemen are back in the finals to make a 7. I heard a whole lot of 7s coming from the crowd, right? Okay. First, let me ask you, anyone you want to give a shout out to?
We want to thank all the old boys and all our parents and all the coordinators for their immense help they have given to us. Without them, we wouldn't have made it this far.
All right. That's nice. And now the win. What will a win mean to you?
To us as Presecans, a win is everything. We trust in God and we believe that indeed God will give us the victory. And at the end of the day, we shall be celebrating the 7. Thank you.
I wish you well. defending champions, PREMPEH College. College is represented by
Hassan Yunus. Al-Hassan Yunus.
Sepa Bwachiyadom Lionel.
How are you, gentlemen?
Pleasant, how you feeling?
Great. Well, this is the grand finale, and I have some things about you. This is your 7th appearance at the grand finale, and you have 5 trophies to show for it. Good. You are defending champions, and you are hoping to get a 6th trophy today. All right. This is because you want to equal somebody's record. All right. And you also want to try for the back-to-back. Not easy, but possible, right? Okay, good. So, anyone you like to shout out to?
Yeah, we would like to say a big shout out to the old boys, especially the Rico for helping us to get this far.
Okay, that's nice. All right. What will a win mean to you?
A win means a lot to us, and since we are the defending champions, winning will mean we've equaled Presec's back-to-back and also Presec's 6 trophies.
All right. In that case, I wish you well.
Thank you, madam.
It's scary, isn't it? Putting yourself out there. Facing your fears. All you need to do is keep trying and give it everything you've got, because everything you need to achieve the impossible is already inside you. So here's to the ones who give 100%. We celebrate you.
This advert is FDA approved.
Dano Milk. Go for it.
Contestants, as usual, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds. This first round is the round for fundamental concepts. I have simple and direct questions. I'm expecting simple and direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 remaining schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, 1 bonus point. If not, there is a penalty, 1 point. For questions which require calculations, you have 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have 10 seconds to do so. All of our questions, all of them, without exception, is to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. In line with this year's celebration of International Year of Basic Sciences for Sustainable Development, your first question is going to be on sustainable chemistry. So it's one of those questions that I go around for, right? When I get to your school, please give me a right answer and I'll move on for the next right answer. I hope that's all right. Okay, so this will require 10 seconds of your time, no bonus. All right, so now the question. In recent years, the concept of green and sustainable chemistry has emerged as an important approach to reducing the negative impacts of chemical processes on the environment and health. Give only one major principle or approach of green sustainable chemistry. First choice, Prempeh College. Lionel?
Polymerase chain reaction.
That's incorrect. I'm moving on. Presbyterian boys, your turn. Yes, Alfred.
Planting more trees and plants which can be harnessed to produce very beneficial products such as drugs and clothes and medicine.
I'm not accepting it. Yes, Prince.
Recycling of waste product. Recycling of waste product. That is. Okay, that is.
I'm not accepting that either. Okay, gentlemen and everyone else listening, the concept of green or sustainable chemistry, the major principles and approaches, many of them, so listen carefully. Prevent waste or pollution, use less hazardous chemicals or use benign solvents and processes, use energy efficient processes, efficient synthetic processes, or atom economy. That means minimize the use of atoms, all right? Use renewable feedstock, produce degradable or biodegradable products, design or produce safer chemicals, and use relevant catalysts for reaction efficiency. You see, yeah, we need to do these things for sustainability, and it is our basic sciences that will help us to do that. Next set, 10 seconds. Prempeh College. With regard to lung ventilation, what does dead space refer to? Eunice.
So, dead space refers to the parts of the respiratory system which do not function in either expiration or inspiration.
That's incorrect for a bonus. Okay, so it refers to air that is inhaled into the airways but does not reach the alveoli and hence is exhaled again without participation in gaseous exchange. Or another way of putting it is the volume of air that is inhaled that does not take part in gaseous exchange because it remains in the pipes, the conducting airways or pipes, and reaches, or it may even reach alveoli, but those are not perfused or they are poorly perfused. All right. Presbyterian boys, why is it that bronchioles can constrict for their diameter to reduce, but the secondary bronchi cannot constrict? Yes, Alfred.
This is because bronchioles, right? Yeah. Bronchioles have cartilages and they are surrounded by smooth muscles. And these cartilages and smooth muscles enables them to contract and hence constrict. But these smooth muscles and cartilages are absent in bronchioles and secondary bronchioles. And this prevents them from being able to constrict.
I'm not accepting it for bonus. All right, you are a little confused. So bronchioles are the ones that have smooth muscle, but they do not have cartilage. They don't. Okay. Whereas the secondary bronchi, they are supported by cartilage. So because of the smooth muscle, the bronchioles are able to constrict. Adisadel College, patients with diabetes mellitus who refuse insulin therapy rapidly metabolize lipids, which leads to an accumulation of the acidic which leads to an accumulation of the acidic byproducts of lipid metabolism in the blood. What effect would this have on respiration? Yes, Abdul Wadud.
So, due to the rapid lipid metabolism, the lungs of the patient get constricted by these lipids, and these lipids clog up the respiratory pathway, making breathing in and breathing out difficult, and this would reduce the efficiency of respiration.
I'm not accepting it for a bonus. Oh dear. All right. The simple answer is this: insulin therapy. So the respiratory rate will increase if blood pH decreases in order for them to breathe out carbon dioxide and hence reduce the acid. So in uncontrolled diabetics, this is known as hyperventilation. It actually has a specific name, cosmal breathing. So labored breathing, right? Very difficult. So you increase the respiratory rate to try and get rid of the CO2. That's what happens. I hope you got the preamble. No response means yes. Prempeh College. The Stern-Gerlach experiment. Lionel.
This experiment provides evidence about the relationship between temperature and the electrical conductivity of a certain material.
That's incorrect. Yes.
The Stern-Gallup experiment,
Provides evidence.
provides evidence on the quantization of angular momentum.
With the same preamble. All right. Presbyterian boys. With the same.
Help to show that electrons also can behave as waves.
Yes. Your major question with the same preamble at Adisadel College. The Geiger-Marsden experiment. Yes. Prince?
It provides the evidence that it determined the discovery of the neutron. That is, it is the central portion of the atom. And the mass is, all the mass of the atom is concentrated on the nucleus.
Okay, I'll accept that. Next set, 30 seconds. And I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Preamble. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line segment PQ given the points P and Q. Simplify your answer in the form AX plus BY plus C equals 0. Did you get your preamble? Okay, great. My keyword is simplify. All right, so Prempeh College. P has coordinates -4, 2, and Q has coordinates 2, -6. Yes, Lionel.
4 y plus 5 minus 3x is equal to 0.
I'm not accepting it. Yes, Prince. Go ahead.
3x minus 4y minus 5 equals 0.
That's right. With the same preamble, Presbyterian boys. P has coordinates 2, -2, and Q has coordinates -2, 4. Alfred?
So we have 3y minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0.
That's incorrect. Yes.
2x minus 3y plus 3 is equal to 0.
That's right. With the same preamble. P has coordinates 3, -4, and Q has coordinates 5, -2. Abdul Wadud.
Do you want me to give me this? Okay. So the equation is x plus y plus 6 equals 0.
That's incorrect. Yes, Eunice.
X plus y minus 1 equals 0.
That's right. Next set, 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. The following conversion takes place in 2 steps. You will be given the starting material and the reagents and conditions for the 2 steps. Give the systematic name of the major product formed at the end of the 2 steps. Again? All right. Please listen carefully. The following conversion takes place in 2 steps. You'll be given the starting material and the reagents and conditions for the 2 steps. Please give the systematic name of the major product formed at the end of the 2 steps. All right, so now, Prempeh College. The starting material is ethyl benzene. For step 1, you have alkaline potassium permanganate solution with heat. And then for step 2, dilute hydrochloric acid. Yes, Lionel?
Phenyl methanoic acid.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The right answer is benzoic acid. Presbyterian boys with the same preamble. Your starting material is butane. For step 1, bromine with heat. For step 2, dilute sodium hydroxide. Alfred?
Sure. To form 1 bromobutane.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The right answer is 2-butanol. Adisadel with the same preamble. Your starting material is cyclopentanol. For step 1, sulfuric acid with heat. Step 2, hydrogen with palladium. Abdul Wadud.
Cyclopentane.
You are right. Next set, 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Preamble. A matron was preparing dough for making bread for senior high school students. She added a pinch of yeast and sugar to the dough and left it in the warm place. After a few hours, the dough had risen. There was a smell of fermentation too. I hope you got your preamble. Again, all right. A matron was preparing dough for making bread for senior high school students. She added a pinch of yeast and sugar to the dough and left it in a warm place. After a few hours, the dough had risen and there was a smell of fermentation too. That's the preamble. Now, Prempeh College. Why was there a smell of fermentation? Yes, Eunice.
The yeast undergo ferment. The yeast ferment the sugar to produce ethanol and carbon dioxide, and this ethanol will bring the scent of fermentation.
Yes. With the same preamble. Why was a pinch of sugar added to the dough? Tenkran, is your hand up?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so then sugar was added so that it will serve as a substrate for the zymase enzyme present in the yeast to act on it so that it will produce the ethanol and carbon dioxide.
No. For a bonus. So the sugar was added to the dough to provide nutrients for the yeast to grow and multiply. For the growth and multiplication of the yeast. Adisadel, with the same preamble. What would have happened if the dough was kept in a refrigerator soon after it was prepared? Abdul Wadud.
If the dough was to be kept in the refrigerator, the activities of the yeast and the enzyme in the bread would be reduced, since enzymes are proteins and they are deactivated at low temperatures. Also, the yeast is an organism which thrives in a warm place, so the low temperature would not be suitable for the activities of the yeast to cause the breakdown or the fermentation of the bread.
Okay. So you see a whole lot of science even in the bakery. Yes. If you want dough to rise, you need some sugar to act as nutrient for the yeast and then keep it at the right temperature for activities to happen. And then when the alcohol is produced, that's when you smell the fermentation. A lot of science, right? Yes. All right, next set, 10 seconds. And I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Name the trajectory of a charged particle in the given situation. Did you get your preamble? Good. Prempeh College. A charged particle initially at rest in a region where both an electric field and a magnetic field parallel to the electric field exist. Yes, Eunice?
Straight line.
You're right. With the same preamble. A charged particle in a region where an electric field and a magnetic field parallel to the electric field both exist, and the initial velocity of the particle is perpendicular to the fields. Yes, Tenkran?
Circular motion.
No. For a bonus. Yes, Lionel?
Helical motion.
I'm not accepting that. Okay. So it's a helix. It's a helix of constant radius but increasing pitch. With the same preamble, Adisadel. A charged particle initially at rest in a region where both an electric field and a magnetic field perpendicular to the electric field exist. Yes, Prince?
A parabola.
No. For a bonus. It's a cycloid. A cycloid. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find the greatest value as well as the least value of the trigonometric expression. I hope you got it. Good. All right, so Prempeh College. Sine squared of x plus 8 multiplying sine x plus 8. Yes, Lionel?
The greatest value is positive 17, and the least value is 1.
You are right. With the same preamble. Cosine squared of x plus 6 multiplying cosine of x plus 10. Yes, Tenkran.
The greatest value is 17 and the least value is 5.
You are right. With the same preamble, Adisadel. Sine squared of x minus 4 multiplied by sine of x plus 7. Prince.
The greatest is 4 and the minimum is 12.
That's incorrect. Yes, go ahead.
Just 12, minimum 4.
Yes, Tunkran.
The greatest value is 12 and the least value is 4.
Yes. Seconds. Your question. 16 grams of copper 2 oxide reacts with 0.90 grams of carbon to produce copper and carbon dioxide. Which reactant is in excess and by how much in grams? Molar mass of copper is 64 grams per mole. Yes, Lionel.
The copper 2 oxide is in excess, and it is in excess by 0.75 grams.
1. Yes, the copper oxide is in excess, but it's 4.0 gram. Presbyterian boys, 33.6 gram of iron reacts with 9.60 gram of oxygen to form iron 3 oxide. Which reactant is in excess and by how much in grams? Molar mass of iron is 56.0 gram per mole. Yes, Alfred?
So, the iron is in excess, and it is in excess by 11.2 gram.
Yes. Adisadel College. .0 gram of magnesium reacts with 64.8 gram of hydrobromic acid to form magnesium bromide and hydrogen. Which reactant is in excess and by how much in grams? Molar mass of magnesium is 24.0 gram per mole. Yes, Abdul Wadud.
Magnesium is in excess. Okay. So the excess reagent is magnesium, and it is in excess by 2.3 grams.
1. Yes, it's magnesium, but it's by 8.40 gram. Next set, 10 seconds. Prempeh College. A plaque in a coronary vessel wall results in a decrease in the lumen diameter of a coronary artery. Explain why this results in less oxygen being delivered to the heart muscle. Yes, Eunice?
Oxygen to the heart.
The plaque reduces the lumen diameter of the artery, and since the coronary artery transports blood to the heart, to the walls of the heart, when this plaque clots the lumen diameter of the artery, the amount of oxygen that will be able to reach the heart become reduced, since the plaque will interfere with the flow of blood containing dissolved oxygen to the heart.
1. You spent much of the time telling me things I already knew, right? Okay, so this one we are using Poiseuille's law, right? Poiseuille's law, the volume flow rate. So I needed you to tell me that there's going to be a decrease in the volume flow rate, and that is the reason why, okay? So fourth power, Poiseuille's law, go and look it up. All right, Presbyterian boys, what does the term cardiac output mean? Yes, Alfred.
Cardiac output refers to the total amount of blood that is pumped out of the heart during a cycle of a heartbeat, and it is equal to the product of the stroke volume of the heart and the heart rate, that is the heartbeat, and hence the cardiac output depends on the stroke volume and the heartbeat of the heart.
2. Yes. The amount of blood the heart pumps through the circulatory system in a minute, it is related to the time, okay? I didn't hear time coming from you. So per minute. Thank you. Adisadel. When a nurse is taking a person's blood pressure, she's actually measuring the difference between the total pressure and which other pressure? Abdul Wadud.
The total pressure and the diastolic pressure.
That's incorrect. Yes. Go ahead, Eunice.
The total pressure and the atmospheric pressure.
Yes. So the blood pressure is actually the gauge pressure, right? It's the gauge pressure. Okay, next 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble to all schools. A 2-meter slender rod of mass, 2.4 kilogram, is pivoted at one end on a smooth horizontal surface and is initially at rest. A 0.2 kilogram object of negligible extent, moving at 5 meters per second, perpendicular to the rod, strikes the free end of the rod and becomes attached to that end. Please, did you get your preamble? One more time. A 2-meter slender rod of mass 2.4 kilogram is pivoted at one end on a smooth horizontal surface and is initially at rest. A 0.2 kilogram object of negligible extent, moving at 5 meters per second, perpendicular to the rod, strikes the free end of the rod and becomes attached to that end. Now, Prempeh College, find the angular frequency with which the rod begins to rotate about the pivot. Lionel?
0.3 radians per second.
That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is 0.5 radians per second. Presbyterian boys, with the same preamble, determine the magnitude of the impulse of the reaction at the pivot.
You said 2 meters.
Tenkran.
2 Newton seconds.
That's incorrect. For bonus, the right answer is 0.4 Newton second. With the same preamble at Adisadel College, find the change in total kinetic energy in the collision between the incoming object and the stationary rod. Prince?
2.5 joules.
That's incorrect for a bonus. The right answer is -2 joule. Last set of questions in the round. 30 seconds with a short preamble. Solve the equation for x. That's all. All right, your equation, Prempeh College. X raised to the power log of x is equal to 100x. Lionel?
X is equal to 1/10, or X is equal to 100.
You are right. With the same preamble, your equation. X raised to the power 2 log x is equal to 10x. Alfred.
So, x is equal to 10, or 10 raised to the power -1/2.
Okay. With the same preamble. X raised to the power 3 log x is equal to 100x. Prince?
X is equal to 10, or X is equal to 10 to the power 10 to the power -2.
2. The right answer. X is equal to 10, that's the part you got right. Or X is equal to cube root of 10 over 10. And that's the end of the first round.
So that's the live contest taking place at KNUST involving PREMPEH College, Presec, and Adisadel College there. Round 1 just gone by, and you could see a very tense situation in the room over there. We're going to do a bit of analysis of the first round here in the studio with my colleague Isaac Kofi Ejay to just understand what has unfolded going into this contest. We did some bit of analysis relative to the performance of the teams coming into the finals, and from what we gathered, does appear that Presec do have a lead as far as the average score and their chances are concerned. Isaac, what have you gathered in the first round of this very contest?
So on the touch screen now, you can see, a keenly contested first round, and in quotes, it is getting tensious. And this, as you can see, Presec is having 15 points. PREMPEH College 16, and then Adisadel College 14 points. But did you realize what I also saw?
Absolutely. I saw Adisadel College taking the lead, and as the contest progressed, they appeared to slug a bit.
Absolutely. I also realized that the
Alande. Make I walk you through my everyday life. Busy from the morning light. My to-do list long, shadow fit to overlap. So sharp, turn on mobile app. School fees check, light bills check. Do I'm with speed like a G4 jet. Baby, at the day I am not upset. Check, I don't even use checks to the check.
Join the ABSA family and make fast, easy, and safe transactions with our digital products. Log on to absa.com.gh. No long thing. We like them simple and easy.
Believe me, no long things in my life, though. Like I'm simple and easy.
the end of the first round. Adisadel College has 14 points. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School has 15 points. PREMPEH College has 16 points. We have a long way to go. 4 more rounds. 4 more rounds. Round 2. This round is also known as the speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools at the same time. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, PREMPEH College? Thank you. Yours, Presbyterian Boys. Thank you. And yours, Adisadel College. Thank you. If you ring and answer correctly, first attempt, 3 points.